Update 6.10 brings in a new batch of Ephemera 10 common manuals to earn. Today we'll be going over who is available and what is worth picking up. First up, the must grab of the month is Dheginsea. He has 3 pretty rare skills. First off, Blackfire Breath Plus is a solo low attack and res Dragonstone. Basically, it's the res version of the Dex Swabber and Unbound weapons. If you want a solo build on your dragon, then Blackfire Breath is a pretty fun option. Along with Blackfire Breath, you can get it with Sturdy Stance 3. Very good tier 3 dual stance, very hard to get like most of those skills. Plus 6 attack and defense and guard for enemy face fights is great and can be a good option for things like savior builds. Sturdy Stance 2 is on Altena or Halloween Dorcas if needed. You can get Draconic Aura as well, but that's on a bunch of 3 to 4 star units. If you're not a dragon but you're an army unit, get Sturdy Stance 3 with Slick Fighter. This is a quicker post skill that neutralizes penalties. That's pretty good perk for an army unit to flex their high base stats, and you can shut down a decent amount of weapons by ignoring debuffs. Pledging and Vulture weapons get no extra bonuses, and things like Blizzard, Broadly Fan, and Dominance also lose steam. Sturdy Stance and Slick Fighter isn't the most defensive combo if you want a save skill build, but if you need some damage, then more attack and quicker post is pretty good. Overall, even if you don't need Blackfire Breath or Slick Fighter, I would say Sturdy Stance 3 is already worth the 300 Ephemera. Always nice to have a tier 3 dual stance for your enemy phase units. Our other 5-star common manual is Halloween Dozla. Couple of interesting skills, but a bit more niche. Dozla has the Pumpkin in a Box plus Dagger, which is just a Fury 3 dagger. We can stack triple Fury skills now if you want some big flat stats. Maybe get a fun Wings of Mercy chain going. But otherwise, not a must-have weapon. You can get this weapon with Rally Attack and Defense Plus, which is nice. Dual rallies are solid, and the base Rally Attack and Defense is on some Heroic Grail units. That means you can get the Plus version and either one of Dozla's other skills. He has the Aether Raid's defense skill for attack and defense. Only unit with this variant, and the defensive Aether Raid skills aren't that bad if you can keep your structures protected. Dozla's other skill is Armor March 3. It's nice to have as an option, but player phase army units do not seem to be making a resurgence anytime soon unless you're an Edelgard ult. If you're a Sword, Axe, or Lance army unit, you also now have Assault Troop, which doesn't require an armored teammate, and you get 3 movement. Overall, Dozla has some decent skill fodder. I would say pick him up if the other 4-star options don't interest you. Our returning Tempest Trials unit this time is Young Boyd. We got a couple Berserker type axe infantry in the past year for free to play options. What makes Boyd stand out is that he has a unique axe, which grants plus 5 attack and speed on even turns. Not that impressive. However, on odd turns, Boyd is very scary. Plus 10 attack and speed, neutralize attack and speed debuffs, and deal bonus true damage per hit equal to 15% of his high attack stat. That is very fun. In terms of skill fodder, Boyd's only other skill worth getting is Infantry Pulse 3. You will have to 5-star him, but it's still not the most available skill, especially if you've been using it on a lot of team comps. Maybe you can give it to Halloween Nils. You can also get Shove and Fire Boost 3, still waiting on those tier 4 boost skills. One of Boyd's fellow Berserkers is Basilio. He's the summonable demoted option from the past year, although Atlas has stepped in as well with his higher BST. At 4 stars, Basilio has Attack Tactic 3. This is also on Legalt, so not super rare, and you can get Moonbow as a universally decent special. At 5 stars, Basilio has the Spirited Axe Plus, which looks cool, but it's the same as Grim Hinata's Huge Fan Plus. It grants plus 4 attack and defense and plus 1 special charge when the enemy hits you if you have a bonus active. Not very enticing for infantry and army units who can use things like Steady Breath, but for cavaliers and flyers who don't have many quote-on options, you can use it. Basilio's other skill is going to be Attack and Defense Bond 3. It's on a lot of Heroic Grow options, but you can also use it to get Dancer Quan's tier 4 version from last month's Ephemera. Our third 4-star is Vyland. At 4 stars, you can get Smite Attack and Defense 3. Not a bad buffing option in the B slot. At 5 stars, you can get Attack and Defense Push 3, which isn't very impressive until the tier 4. Vyland has the Unbound Axe, which also looks cool, but once again, it's just the Dex Swabber Axe from Pirate Daros. It's a solo low attack and defense weapon, which is not bad, but now it's Seahorse Axe in the game. I think a lot of other inheritable options kind of took a step down. Last 2 common manuals are some year 1 units. At 4 stars, Oscar has Rally Speed and Defense if you want to upgrade to the Rare Plus version later on. He is also a source of Lancebreaker 3. Man, with no follow-up as a Sacred Seal now, it really makes you wonder if things are going to change for these old follow-up skills like Breakers, Quicker Post, and the OP Branch Assault. Maybe we'll get some tier 4s of those, or maybe we just forget they ever existed. At 5 stars, Oscar's going to have the Sapphire Lance Plus, which is just a triangle depth weapon. Not exactly amazing at this point in the game. You can also get Spur Speed and Defense 2. Technically, it's kind of rare, but not really worth 20,000 feathers. Last up is Setsuna, who unfortunately just has outdated stuff. Bowbreaker and Dagger Breaker do not interact with the colored bows and daggers. There are a lot of colorless ones, but it's just a bit unfortunate. If we ever get Breaker 4 skills, they have to consolidate the Bow, Dagger, and Tome options into just one skill line. Setsuna will also have Reciprocal Aid and at 5 stars HP plus 5, that's now worth 20,000 feathers. She also has the Assassin's Bow, which is a Dagger Breaker weapon. It was basically outphased because in the Weapon Refinery, the Assassin's Bow turns into the Guard Bow, which is Distant Defense 3. The Guard Bow is not that crazy either at this point. That'll be it for this month's Ephemera 10 common manuals. I am for sure getting Degencia, and maybe I'll grab Dozel as well. Decent batch of 5 stars, and we got 3 somewhat recent units if you're measuring them up. Be sure to use last month's Ephemera 9 divine codes before you lose it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.